Yo, are we back? Shoot. Okay, are we back? I had, yeah, okay, I think we're back live. Sorry about that. I just lost every comment. Thing just went black on me. And so, anyway, if you're hearing me, let me know in the comments. I'm going to keep going as if you are. Okay, so Zing is now, based on what Kit just said to him, is now confronting um, one of his guards or his minions, right? This is going to be a little bit harder to do because it's a small face, and I don't usually work on my lap when I'm doing these. And my lighting is terrible, so my contrast is good for you guys. Oh, the sacrifices I make. Is anybody still there? Hello. Anybody still there? I'm going to pretend like there's people still there. Okay, so we have a very angry Zing addressing. All right, so I'm back live. Stephen Ing's in there. All right. Apologize for the whatever just happened there. Yeah, I don't know. The feed went dead, and then I had to reboot it and come back on. So I apologize to you guys for that. But it wasn't my fault. Simply a victim, just like you guys. I don't know if I've got this body language exactly the way I want it on Zing. So what you're seeing here may not be the final product. I can't get this camera any closer there. So anyway, yeah, that's not what I want. What I want, well, isn't that the truth? One of those technical days, I want his shoulders up higher because he's sort of leaning into this and being very sort of, yeah, let's see. Might have too much bend in his back too. These are the things I think about. Body language, body language, body language. You can see my guard is recoiling in fear. So I want to make sure I got his body language right too. So you got the spear there, kind of holding it up, almost protecting himself from Zing. I gotta get this his gut hanging out here too. Don't want to forget that. Figure out some sort of boots for him to be wearing too. I thought it would have been funny if he had curly, pointy-toed boots like a elf or something. I don't know. May change my mind about that. But anyway, so he's getting chastised for something. We'll find out what. We actually have to read the comic. I'm all about reading. Kristen, thanks for coming back. I don't know what happened. The whole thing just went on me. So we're working on the last panel here of the day. Zing's a little bit more in control and confident now as he delivers our parting words to Kit, at least for this episode. I did sort of base Zing on the Max von Sydow version of Ming the Merciless in the Flash Gordon movie from the 70s, the one that Queen did the soundtrack for, and because I thought he really looked the part, I thought, in that. Now, because I am inking this, the amount of detail I may put into it is not as much as I would if it was someone else inking, but I still like to know what I've got before I start inking. I don't like to make a lot of decisions while I'm inking, because if you make wrong ones while you're inking, they're much harder to correct. Much easier to correct in the pencil stage. I don't think I brought that over too far. There it is. So Kit's in a bit of a predicament here. So we'll try and get the expression on her face to sort of reflect that. She's sticking her lips out a little bit as she's kind of thinking about her options, which are not good at this point. Furrowed brow a little bit as she thinks about it. And it's kind of dangerous because I have a profile shot here and a profile shot right above it. So I got to make sure they look pretty darn close in terms of the, the nose and the hair and everything, because they're going to be, I may actually, I don't know what I'll do about that. I may have to alter this panel now that I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. So when you actually see this finished piece up on my blog, if it looks a little bit different, you'll know why. Oops, sorry. Actually, you know what? These are exactly the same size or darn close. I may go in really big and just get a very, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll show you. I'll do it before we leave. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. Forgot her hands were tied behind her back, so I wanted to make sure that. It's a little bit harder to talk when I'm actually really concentrating on something. um, okay, so we'll go ahead and leave our final panel like that, because that's pretty much what I wanted. Now this we have to fix, because I can't have two of those exactly the same. I just can't. That's bad visual storytelling, man. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go super tight like this. Although her hair is going to get in my way, but that's life. We'll work around it. See, I might have to actually, I'm going to have to go in and redo Zing as well. Because I'm going to have to shift this stuff, shift this whole image over a little bit. We don't necessarily need to see her mouth. Her eyes will tell us everything we need to know. Her eyes and her eyebrows. And then I'm going to move him over here. Because now I can move her balloon up here and maybe move Zing's down here. That's probably what I'll do. So again, I'm doing all my real heavy lifting in the drawing department with the blue pencil, getting all this sort of figured out. Then I can just go over the top of it with my regular pencil. Okay, that's all right. Although now I think maybe I'm too close on Kit Carter. Yeah, still not too tight. I do want to get her mouth in there. So let's do this. Let's see if we came in here. Change that angle just a little bit. Not going to get much of her eye if I do this, but I may get just enough of it to tell the story. And again, that's kind of what we're going for here. Clarity of storytelling. One very nonchalant, ho-hum, you're not impressing me kind of look on her face. Give her a little Superman-esque curl in her hair. And there we go. And that fixes that. So now I have this up here, and then we go to a smaller profile, so it's different enough that you're not going to get that sort of weird connection where everything looks the same. The Mandarin and Ming look so much alike. Currently, you seem like my online profession in online art class. Yeah, except I'm free. I gotta start charging you guys. Okay, so let's take a zoom out here and a bit of a gander at what we've accomplished in this hour or so. And let me go out just a bit more. Nope, wrong way. Okay, so what do we got? We got, again, our establishing shot with Zing, the guards, Kit. We'll get some palace details in there. Close up, really kind of a two-shot with an extreme close-up in the foreground. I could still pull back and do a much... No, then it'd be too similar to this. Who knows? I could change my mind on this yet again, but for our purposes, we won't. Two-shot of Zing accosting one of his guards. We'll find out why when you read the strip. And then, of course, he goes back to Kit for the end joke, or not really joke, but the last few lines of dialogue that sort of cap off this particular scene. And so I'll finish penciling this, get it inked, get it over to Warren for lettering, and hopefully within a week we'll have this up in black and white on my website blog. And then we can get rolling again with Kit Carter. So pretty much, guys, that is... Oops, sorry. Let's pull back up here for a second and get a dramatic low-angle shot of me. That's pretty much it for this online live stream of Aaron Live, the special Kit Carter edition. Let me quickly remind everybody of this. These are still available with the sketch option. So, in fact, they're always available with the sketch option. I know some people are watching this on YouTube after it's been posted and are kind of wondering, well, is that deal still available? Yes, it's always available as long as I'm at home. I don't do them at conventions because I'm taking both regular sketch requests, and then it's just, I could get so bogged down with doing sketches in these books I wouldn't be able to get to the other sketches I'm supposed to do. So the only time I actually offer the sketch option in these is when I'm doing them from home. So anyway, with the sketch, it's $45 plus $5 shipping. Email me at aaron@aaronlopresti.com or message me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram about getting one of these if you're interested. Also, I do have Kit Carter prints in limited numbers available still on my website. And this, of course, is the story print. This is episode 1, the very first Kit Carter story, if you will, that kind of sets the table for everything we've been working on today. So these are also available, and getting one of these unlocks the protected website so you can see all 6 first episodes of Kit Carter, including this one again, is online as well. So there you have it. I'm going to be doing another Aaron Live later in the week, like Wednesday or Thursday, and it's going to be a garage sale edition. I have boxes full of comics here that I've done and I've worked on, along with trade paperbacks and hardcovers. And they are piling up because I've not been able to go to any shows to actually offer them for sale to people. So they are going to be deeply discounted, like 60% off regular cover price for a signed comic. All you have to do is pay for that and the shipping, of course. But so it'll be really good deals. If you want to get some signed books or if there's a a trade paperback of mine you've been wanting to get, um, the next live stream will be the chance to do that. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get rid of some of them. Maybe we won't get rid of any of them. But it's worth a shot. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys next time, later in the week. Thanks for joining me.